Putting a sand floor under an Anyang Power Hammer. William Hovey Smith, 2019. I'm the owner of a knife company, Hovey's Knives of China. As a consequence, I have a shop in my house, and we have just installed a power hammer. I'm also a professional geologist. And on my power hammer, we have a wooden floor piece to cushion the noise. Well, the only problem with that is that power hammer is made to handle metal that's white hot. And consequently, that floor needs to be protected against fire. And I have also used sand before to actually fill the base of the hammer itself. This cushions noise and adds weight and mass to the machine, which is useful. In order to put in a sand floor, I needed a fireproof stop. So this was the cage that the hammer was shipped in, and so I cut and fabricated a length to use as a sill to stop the sand from flowing out of the cage. And this is my sand mine. It is below a culvert by a road, and our sandy fields feed it continuously. On the downstream side of the culvert, there is a plunge pool, and pushed out of this pool is sorted and cleaned sand. And here you see it is relatively dry, and this is actually where I mined it.
We're getting ready to air float our sand. It's been drying for 2 days now. It's not quite as dry as I would like, but we have thunderstorms threatening every night and a hurricane approaching, so I want to save it. So I'm going to go ahead and treat it like it is. And you see we have an electric pedestal fan out there and 2 sieves, a coarser screen which supports a finer one. What this will do will allow the sand-sized particles actually to go through, any larger particles to be excluded, and any lighter particles like organic matter and clay to be blown away. This way you get a sand that's as refined as any you can buy. It may not be absolutely white colored, but no matter. It will work as well. And periodically the rejected material gets thrown aside, and you can start afresh. I processed about as much as I can handle in the cart and actually get it inside the shop. This is not light stuff, although they are far heavier sands than this. In geologic terms, sand is a particle size, not a composition. So if this were magnetite sand, yeah, it would weigh like iron filings. That stuff is heavy indeed. With the addition of the sand floor here on our power hammer, we have completed all the necessary steps for the safe operation of this hammer handling white hot metal in a small shop. Yeah, if this were a bigger shop and you had the capacity of room and you could isolate the hammer well away from everything else, well, all this wouldn't be necessary. But in the confined area where there are combustible materials in the near vicinity, yeah, you needed a solid barrier like this to keep things from catching fire. But now, this is Hovey Smith, reminding you to hunt what you eat and eat what you hunt. Be legal, be ethical, be safe, goodbye, God bless, and see you in the movies.
The nearby fields are covered with white sand, and the plunge pool at the base of the culvert traps the larger particles, and then it floats the sand up into one side, so it concentrates it while simultaneously removing the organic particles and clays. So this sand has already been naturally purified, and me air floating it is giving it an additional degree of refinement. Now, quartz sand is not going to burn, and it's not even going to melt. For more information on my books, blogs, and more than 750 videos, go to my website, www.hoviesmith.com. To learn more about Hovey's Knives of China, go to hoviesknivesofchinablog.co. To find out more about my new novel, screenplay, and movie project, Father of the Grooms, and how you may participate, go to fatherofthegrooms.net. Good hunting and good eating from the outdoors. Goodbye, and God bless. See you in the movies.